Let's go through this exercise together. First of all, you need to know how to zoom in, zoom out, and all these relevant shortcut keys. Let's talk about zoom. And the very first shortcut key for this is Control plus or minus. Control plus to zoom in, Control minus to zoom out. Secondly, you can use alternate and the scroll. So hold down alternate key and you can scroll, and it will always zoom in to where you place your cursor. And third, there is a zoom tool, which the shortcut is Z. When you press Z, you can see that now the zoom tool has been activated. Click anywhere to zoom in. Alternate, click anywhere to zoom out. Next, after you have zoomed in, you also need to know how to move around. So one of the easiest way is to hold down the space bar. Okay, hold down the space bar, you will get this hand which you can click and you can drag to move things around. Now we can continue on the first exercise here. This exercise is all about creating shapes with different tools. So first, perfect circle with stroke and fill. Okay, what is stroke and fill? At the bottom of your toolbox, you will see this area, which this one is called a fill, and this one is called stroke. Fill and stroke. This is the key to reset your fill and stroke. You can always press the shortcut, which is D, to reset to default, which the fill will always be white and the stroke will always be black. Next shortcut key regarding the stroke and fill is the X key. By pressing the X key, you can toggle which of these to be active. Now the one that is on top is the one that is active. Now if I want to make my fill active instead of the stroke, I need to press the X key. Now the next shortcut key is to swap the colors between the stroke and the fill. So I want the white color to go into the stroke and the black color from the stroke go to the fill. I can hold down Shift X. Last shortcut key for the stroke and fill is to turn any of this to none. None means there won't be any color. So for instance, I would like to have this white color stroke to become none, no stroke. Press the slash key and the color will be gone. So to do this, I will need to have both the stroke and fill color. Let me set my fill color to red. We double click on the stroke and set it to blue. Now to do a perfect circle, I will need to change my tool to ellipse tool, click and drag. You see that I'm now getting an ellipse shape, but how to keep it as a circle, perfect circle, I need to hold down the Shift key. Hold the Shift key and release. There we go. A circle with stroke and fill. Next, an egg shape without any stroke color. So we can redo just like the first exercise. I need to use this direct selection tool. What's the difference? Selection tool will allow me to select and move the whole thing, and the direct selection tool, which the shortcut is A, this one the shortcut is V. Okay, V for selection tool and A for direct selection tool. The direct selection tool, instead of moving the whole thing, I can click on certain angle points and move only a certain part. Here we go, we get the egg shape. Now no stroke color, that means I need to select this whole thing, make sure the stroke is active, and press none. Perfect circle with a diameter of 5 cm without stroke color. For this one, instead of click and drag, I'm just going to click on the screen once. Now this will allow this ellipse to pop up and ask us about the size. So I'm going to put in 5 cm, tap 5 cm, which is equivalent to 50 mm for the width and height. Press OK. I'm just going to put this somewhere in the center of the box. Moving on, a square with orange fill color and green stroke color. So for this I will have to change my tool to rectangle tool and then change my fill color to orange, change my stroke color to green. Now because I need a square, so I need to hold down the shift key. Now we use the previous square to create a rhombus. That means I need to duplicate. Now how do we duplicate? Hold down the Alt key, the alternate key on the keyboard. That will allow us to create an alternate copy. Make sense? Next, because we need a rhombus, we can first rotate this thing. Now, how to rotate? Just make sure you highlight the shape, place your mouse slightly outside of the corner until you see this symbol, click and turn. Now once again we can use the shift key, and what does it do? It can allow us to rotate the shape to certain perfect angle. Now for the width, to change the width, we can refer to the transform. This is your control panel on top. Move to the very right side, click on the transform. You will see the width and the height is now at 52.972. So I would like to have a width of 30. So I just key in 30 here and hit the enter key. Rounded rectangle with one sharp corner. Now I need to reuse this once again. I'm going to duplicate, place it here, and in the CC version of the Illustrator, we will have this button here which we can click and drag to create round corners. One of the corner to be sharp, so we need to hold down a shortcut key. Hold down the control key and click on whichever corner that you need it to be sharp. Let's say this one. Click and hold the mouse and move your cursor. Then we will get one of this corner to be sharp. Rectangle 45 mm width and 5 mm height. So let's select the rectangle tool. Let's change the fill to blue color and none for the stroke. So no stroke, blue for the fill color. Click on the screen once and let's key in 45 mm width and 5 mm height. There we go. Next, use the polygon tool and the arrow key that is referring to the arrow keys on your keyboard to create a triangle. So I'm going to click here, go to the polygon tool and create something like this. Next, I need to use the arrow key. You can press up to add more sides or down to reduce. So the minimum that we can go is 3-sided, which is a triangle. Polygon with 7 sides, radius 20. For this, we can once again click on the screen once to get this window. So just follow the settings accordingly. 20 mm and 7 sides. Hit OK, and there we go.